Welcome to Trading Lounge and the European indices for Thursday, July the 29th, starting with the FTSE on the 4-hour chart. All the Euro markets are much the same, and well, it's kind of much the same as some of the US markets to a point as well, in that we're looking for wave 1 to the upside and wave 2, and we're coming out of wave 4, so wave 3 over here with an A and a B and a C, keeping it quite simple, and coming up here for 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 for wave 5. So that's where we are. So we've got to watch out for Thursday. Sometimes Thursday can be a bear day in a bullish market, and then we look for Thursday to dry up a little bit in the afternoon, and then start to move up late Thursday afternoon and into Friday. So that will be on the futures market. There's a bit of a global sort of thing, so just keep an eye on that. So Thursday can open higher and trade lower for the day, so just be mindful of that. So the safe trade here, you may already be long here, but taking that top out of wave 1 would verify and clarify that we started blue wave 3 at that particular point in time. We'll just go into the hourly chart here, and this is how I've counted to the upside. So yeah, you could already be long from yesterday, and that's fine as well. You could even just drop this down into here as well. We just got to be careful about Thursday opening higher and then trading lower for the day. So yeah, that's the FTSE. It's on 7,000. You can see it's snaking across here. It's sticking to it like glue, and hopefully you can this is very subtle, but if you notice here that the market has been resistance all the way through here, and now it's support here. So taking out these highs here would be a validation of the market moving higher at that point. So we could drop that down to that point there. It's not a very nice impulse wave up through here, so you do need to be careful about a move down before seeing a move up here for that. It could just pop up and lie to me, but I'm just worried about Thursday, that's all, because it could be bearish. So let's have a look at the DAX. So much the same as the FTSE. We're looking at wave 4, and we're looking for 5 waves up there. So just bring that back in here a little bit, open it up a little bit. But yeah, wave 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, all a little bit loose there. But let's go to the intraday and start to understand that a bit better. So in this case here, and the same with the Stoxx 50, it appears that I don't have wave 1 completed yet for this. So it still looks like wave 4 here. So in this case, we could be looking up at wave 5 and then an ABC pattern here for this, and then moving up higher. Let's just go a little bit closer in on this to maybe the hourly chart here. So this is where we were yesterday. So we can see that wave C is finished off there, so that's okay. Let me just also check on this too, just in case it's weirdly wrong. Yeah, I mean, that's pulled back to, you know, the 50-60% retracement level. Let's just have a closer look at this, shall we? Just go to a 15-minute chart for a second. Let's check it out. $1,000 should be enough. It's not that clear. Let me have a look on the cash. I'll get back to you. This is it on the cash market here, 15-minute chart from this low here. So obviously we could count this up here as 1 and 2 back to here, and it just looked natural that all of this would be the 3rd wave here and the 4th wave here. It's come back to close that gap out a bit there. So it could be wave 4, it could be wave 2 pulling back. So, and this counting, we've got to count up through here, which is a little bit tricky. I mean, I can see in this here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, so that's an impulse wave. This one here I'm a little bit unsure about, probably 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, all of that's just one wave there, and that one. So even if we looked at this as 1 and 2 here, and then 1, 2, maybe 3rd, and the 4th and the 5th, maybe we could get away with it. I can't see inside of this gap here. That's my problem. So yeah, I'm left no better off, but all the other markets are at 1 and 2. So maybe we should be looking at this as 1 and 2 here. Oh, that's a little bit better. So that would all be, that's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So we could put all that to the third wave there. But then we've got this one, that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 1 and 2. This will all be 1. This will all be 1 and 2 here. And, well, there's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Bit of a dog leg here, but we'll just have to treat that. So it still looks like this is wave 4 in that particular instance as well. So it's a bit of a rock and a hard place, actually. I mean, it's quite close to the 32, isn't it? I mean, the spike there. So, yeah, a little bit tricky. I'll just go back to where we were on the hourly chart. I've got it as, I mean, I think this is the best bet. And it's just that that needs to go back over there, and that needs to go there. Yeah, I think that's right, you know. But how come it's so lagging all the other markets around the place? I mean, the US markets and so on and so on. I mean, lagging that much. It's also in the same place as Ethereum as well. That's interesting, where Bitcoin's already made its fifth wave up here. I mean, not that it's any relationship, but I mean, I'm just a patterns person, so I don't really care about the markets. I just sort of look at the patterns, and then you can find the reasons later. So it's very clear this is an ABC pattern. This is not a very nice impulse wave, but we do have this sharp move up here as 1 and 2 here, or even up for 1, an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave here. So we could put that in there just to give us a little bit of an idea, because what will happen, this should start to move off quite quickly up here for a little wave 3, 4, and 5 sitting there. Anyway, I've got time to come back to this. I mean, not right now in this video, but tomorrow we'll pick this up and we'll see where we are. Let's just see how Thursday plays out. Here and what the other markets look like. So anyway, the alternative to all of this, because all the other markets have got it, this could be wave 1 over here, and copy this, and wave 2 here. And obviously that makes a big difference. I mean, we still push up, but when we get up, if it's wave 2 here, we're not going to pull back for wave 2 over here. That's the difference. Let's just have a look at the Stock 50. I've also got the Stock 50 in the same wave 4 as well. So we'll just have to, it's just a bit weird, that's all. Because I'm expecting the US markets to go up, and then this will be coming down while that's going on. Strange. Okay, so there's not much I can do about it. We'll just allow this to top out. I think that, look at the S&P 500, the NASDAQ individually as their own, and I'll look at these markets individually as their own, but I can see that they're all kind of the same, but they're not quite the same, and I can't pull them together because I'd be forcing the count. So there's a bit of weirdness going on that needs to be resolved. So let's just allow this to play out here. This looks like the ABC pattern here. So we've got 1 and 2 here, and if you've got a keen eye, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got the third wave up there. So I'll just move these out the way here for this, and bring these out of the way. So, don't need that. Yeah, we just could use these. So a little 1 and 2 in here. All of this is the third wave. We're going to see a fourth wave unfold here that can pull back to the fourth wave here. And then we'll see the fifth wave move up there to make a top. I should have used different things, but it doesn't matter. Let's be there and there. Let's just allow this to play out here. So there'll be something like this and something like this. And then we've got to see if we just come back here and then push up, or we come back further at that point and push up. That's the thing. So Yeah, so we'll have to look at this again tomorrow just to see where we are. I mean, what I was trying to look for this week was to be long Thursday afternoon and Friday, but it's just not sort of playing out unless it moves quickly here and drops quickly, you know what I mean? Then we'll be sort of back on track again. But so I'll just have to leave this for the time being. Yeah, this is the wrong labeling here. It should be 1 degree high. It should be these guys here for that. But that's okay. Just to give us a visual, that's all cool. So I'll leave it at that. Yeah, let's just see what it's like tomorrow. We're just lagging. I was just hoping that we'd be in this wave 2 coming into Thursday afternoon, but we're not there. So how does this play out? That's the question. I mean, yeah, I mean, I was just looking at this here. That's in 3 waves. So a wave 2, that's what a wave 2 should look like. A 5-3-5 structure. So, yeah, this can't come down here any further in this case. So it's got to finish this off. But it's going to leave Friday bearish. Okay, we'll see. Unless it just, I mean, this hasn't really moved unless it just keeps stagnating like this. You know, and Thursday just gives a bit of a thing like this, and then we see Friday and Monday do this, and it doesn't move very much at all. Just not quite sure. But in the bigger picture, coming back to our 4-hour chart here, what we're trying to work out here generally across things is that this correction's finished and we're starting to move up from this point. Yeah, I'm sorry, I was just still puzzled about the timing of it. It just doesn't, it's not gelling with me. We should be further ahead than this. Alrighty, sorry I'm not a big help, but if I just look at this for what it is, then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and we need to push up for 5 here, and then we'll pull back for 2, and then we'll move up at that point. The trick here, though, is if you're long for the trend here, then the stop really needs to be kept out of the way here. So if I take that to the old highs here, just assuming that's wave 1 up here, wave 2, we can move back to this point here. So that's any stops need to be under this level to survive this. Alrighty, I'll leave it at that. The only other thing I can say here, if this market, let's just say that this is 1 and 2 over here, and the market drifts up here, and we're expecting it to pull back here, what we could do is use the number 8 here and look for a classic trading levels pattern on the number 8 here. So there'll be some sort of reaction because of the old highs here and number 8 as well. But most of the wind has been taken out of the sails of 800. So if we get a classic trading levels pattern sitting on top of 800, then we can also look to be long from that point there as well. That will help decide what we should be doing, you know, up into this space here. We're not even in group 2 yet. We're still at 15.5. We've tried to get into group 2. We couldn't hold it at that point. It's dropped. So this time here, once it's in there, we'll see how it plays out. But it is creating the 15,500 as a nice floor. So that means that this move back over here, if that's the case, then that's going to be a pretty rock solid sort of floor for this wave 2 over at this point. Okay, we'll pick it up tomorrow and I'll just try and figure out a little bit more of the puzzle. Alrighty, thanks for tuning in. Cheers.